everyone, I hope you're doing great today. Welcome to another video. So today we're going to talk about why public speaking is important and the parts of public speaking. My name is Valeria Isapi and my partner is Christopher Arona. So our learning objectives about this topic are three. The first one is to explore the three types of public speaking in everyday life that are informative, that are the ones when we try to talk about or inform to a group of people about a topic or an idea that we have. The second one that is persuasive, that is trying to convince someone or a group of people to believe in what we are saying. And the third one that is entertaining, that is trying people to feel comfortable about the topic that we are explaining, or maybe a popular topic that all people like. The second objective is to understand why public speaking is important and the reason why it is important to improve our public speaking. And the third one is to people to understand why engaging in public speaking will be important in their daily life. So the first topic that we're going to talk about is about the communication process and all the people that is part of this process. So this is the sender. This is the person who encodes the message to the other people to understand what we're trying to say.
And here is the receiver. The receiver is the person who decodes the message, and then after he fully understood the message, he sends a feedback that is for the sender to complete a conversation.
So the message is what the sender wants to transmit to his audience.
There's also this thing called interference. What is interference? Interference is some sounds or different things that distract from getting the message completely. For example, there's noise outside and there's noise right there. That's an interference. That will make my message difficult to get from you.
So another important part about public speaking is that is called a mention. That is the environment in where we are talking. Like maybe it will be a park, maybe we can talk at school, or maybe we can talk at a...
And next is the temporal dimension. And the temporal dimension is when, for example, when you are saying something, it is not the same if you are saying in 12 p.m. or if you are saying it at 12 a.m. Another example I can give you is that the time affects your presentation. Why? Because when, for example, you are saying something to your audience, but you are saying it in lunchtime, then your audience won't pay you attention because they will be distracted because they are hungry and they want to eat.
Well, there's also the social psychological dimension. What is this? Well, the social psychological dimension is referred to know your audience, know which type of people they are, and how could they react to your speech, to what you are talking about. And then the cultural dimension. This is when we talk with people from different cultures, and we have to know like their different norms or beliefs, because there are some things that could offend your audience in some way. You also have to remember the interactional model of public speaking, the linear model, in which first it starts with the source, then it goes to receiver, then to source again, and then to the receiver again. It is formed or it consists in three parts: source, channel, and receiver. As we have explained a lot of times, the source is the person who is giving the speech. The channel is the speaker's use of verbal and non-verbal communication. What does that mean? Well, it means that the channel is the way in which the, the speaker is sending the message. This refers to different things, like, for example, I'm talking to you right now in front of you, but it could also refer to when I communicate, not just talking, but moving my hands or doing some gestures with my face, and those things can make you understand different things. And of course, the receiver is the people that are listening to the speech. In this case, you are being my receiver because you are listening to everything I'm telling to you. Being a good public speaker is to know everything that is on your reach to help you more. What could I say? For example, technology. In these times, we have a lot of resources that we could use. We have a lot of resources that we could use to make our speeches better. For example, I could use a. Right now, I am using my tablet to record a video about myself, in which I am explaining to you this. And this wouldn't be able a lot of time ago, but now that we can do it, we should really take advantage of it. And something that I will add to is that good public speakers follow the first step of public speaking, that is prepare, prepare, prepare. While following this step, what you have to do is be, as it says, prepare for the speech. Know your topic, know which questions you could answer, and different factors. And this will really help you a lot.
So now we will talk about communication. Communication is a thing that we do every day, even if we are not conscious about it. It allows us to form connections, and it influences us in our decisions and motivate us to make changes. Without communication skills, the ability to progress in the working world and in all, like in our daily life, will be impossible. Public speaking is one of the most important and most dreaded forms of communication. If you have been asked to give a public speech, you may wonder what is public speaking and why is public speaking important. And those those questions are quite logical if you have never talked much about public speaking before. Public speaking is important in both business, education, and in our social life. There are many benefits to public speaking when you are an individual or when you are in a job. I was investigating a little bit about the history of public speaking, and I discovered a very interesting thing, and it's that the ancient Greeks discovered public speaking and used it to persuade or to transmit or praise others. In this case, all Greek citizens had the right to suggest or oppose laws during their meetings. And then Later, when Rome came to power, public speaking was used during the sessions of the Roman Senate. So, if you ask most people, they will probably say that they don't like public speaking. They may even admit to being afraid of it, since fear of public speaking is a very common fear. I experimented already. Or they may just be shy or without enough confidence. And for those reasons, many people avoid public speaking if they can. If you are one of those people who avoid public speaking, you are missing out. Over the years, public speaking has played a major role in education, in the government, and in business too. And as I already mentioned, in our daily life, words have the power to inform, persuade, educate, and even entertain, as I already mentioned. And the spoken word can be even more powerful than the written word in the hands of the right speaker. So I just started taking classes of public speaking, and I can say to you guys that public speaking brings us a lot of benefits, like improves confidence, better research skills, stronger deductive skills, and ability to advocate for causes, and a lot of more things. And that's the reason of why I like public speaking and I want to improve it and to. Okay, so now that you understand the benefits of public speaking, you might be like a little more interested about it. Still, you might think that this is not for you, and maybe you gave a speech once and it didn't go well, or things like that. Or maybe you're afraid of public speaking, or maybe you think that you don't have a natural ability for giving speeches. The truth is that um, public speaking is a skill. It can be learned, and while some people may have like more natural speaking ability than others, or a more good voice, or cute voice, or pleasing voice, or are more charismatic, anyone who can speak can learn to be a better public speaker than they are right now. It just takes some effort, and that's it. If you want to learn it, you can learn it. And as a tip, I can say to you that a thing that you can do to improve your public speaking skills is to read. If you read, you will have more a bigger vocabulary, so you will be more comfortable talking in English, and you can repeat the words in loud voice to later search their pronunciation, or maybe you can write the word on the translator to hear how to pronounce that word. And I really think that that's it. And as I already mentioned, if you want to learn and to improve public speaking skills, you can do it. You just need to have. And that's the reason of why I want to improve it and to keep learning about it, because I really think that this is a very interesting and important topic. And as I already mentioned, if you want to improve your public speaking skills, you can do it if you want. You just need some effort and a lot of willpower, and you will do it. I promise.
For a better comprehension in understanding the message, you have to speak clearly without making any other noise, and then you will be fully understanding the message. Here in my fingers, I have the receiver, I have the interference, and that's it. Well, what I want to explain is, for example, when I'm transmitting an idea, but there's an interference in here, the receiver cannot understand the idea, and he will be confused. So, for example, an interference could be different factors that can be from the outside. For example, people working and doing some stuff that makes noise, or it could be simply just you paying attention to other things.
Hi everyone. So today, so we have la realidad con. So my name.
Valeria.
Hi everyone. My name is Valeria Giuseppe and my partner is Christopher Arriola. Hi everyone. I hope you're doing great today. Welcome to another video. So today we're going to talk about how public
For our presentation, what we want you to understand is that the communication process